The Battlebit update has been delayed again and again, and whilst this isn't great, I've seen a lot of criticism going around that I disagree with, so let's talk. The main community concern is that it has been about 6 months since the game has released any updates. When Battlebit released, in the following months, the sole developer Oki pushed out a series of rapid updates, and the community in general did not like the relatively untested changes, especially to sound design. It seems that Oki has swung a bit too far in the opposite direction now, and is compiling an update that is so large it's going to completely change the game when it does release. Arguably, this update is changing more than other games' entire sequels did, such as Overwatch to Overwatch 2. In general, multiplayer gaming has slowly evolved over the years, which I can show using other FPS titles, including the Battlefield series of games that Battlebit has taken inspiration from. Originally, games were a standalone product. Buy once and play forever. But then came the era of DLC, where, to own the full game, you had to buy the base game and then expansions. And now, we're in the live service era, where games receive constant updates for years, with new content always being added, and monetized with constant microtransactions. I feel like a lot of Battlebit players assess the game as a live service product and have the wrong expectations as a result. Battlebit not only plays like an old school Battlefield game, but it's also monetized like one. Battlebit is a game that's been created by 3 people, one developer, a 3D artist, and a level designer. This is the main reason as to why any change takes a while. To hammer home this point to non-developers, let me quickly show the employee counts of some other games. Now, let's just look at the numbers of the smallest studio on this list, the developers for the finals. Let's make an approximation that out of 300 employees, 100 are game developers of some kind. For each 1 day that Oki spends developing Battlebit, the finals will get 1 day out of 100 employees for their game, for 100 days of progress. Meaning they can produce what Oki has in 6 months towards Battlebit's update in about 2 days. But all of these games have something in common. They're all live service games, offering players a constant drip of new content to play with, while supporting their larger teams with microtransactions for cosmetics. As a result, they put out regular updates for their game, and this is the way modern gaming largely has gone. Battlebit is both not a live service game, nor is it going for the same business model as all of these examples.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Battlebit is more in line with FPS titles such as Insurgency Sandstorm and Red Orchestra 2, both of which have much smaller player bases and delivery speed of content ranges from months to years per release. This does not mean they're bad products though, as they've both existed for years at this point and have a niche but steady amount of players. Battlebit is simply not ready at this point in time to be challenging AAA studios in the capacity that many players expect from it. But that's fine, and it doesn't mean Battlebit is a failed product. The base game is still very fun, which I can attest to as I've hopped back in to get footage for this video. One issue with Battlebit's current mega update is that not all content needs to be released together in one big patch. Currently, this isn't possible to change, which may point to some bad coding practices taking place, as you should normally be able to release separate updates fairly easily. This is an area for improvement, especially as I lead on to my next topic, which are another couple of common complaints. Not hiring extra staff, and the developers are intentionally killing the game. So, Battlebit has already made millions in sales, which can certainly justify hiring extra members of the team to increase delivery speed. I believe the reason this hasn't happened is because 1. The codebase is currently wonky, and 2. The developer did not want to lose time upskilling new team members. Whilst these are both valid reasons for not expanding the development team, no managerial roles have been hired either. The only hire has been a community manager, which, whilst is good and does take load away from the developers, still leaves almost every other decision in the hands of the developers. Struggling to give up creative control over a passion project is common in the indie space, but recognizing it's time to do so can also be key to success. This does absolutely not mean they're intentionally killing their game. You have to realize the amount of success Battlebit achieved on release was many times more than expected, and not having a more experienced managerial or PR hands on board to guide player expectations and future content releases was and is still unfortunate. There's also the issue of promising release dates to players multiple times and then missing the deadline. I think they have now learned from this, and they're no longer promising release dates for the update, which is probably for the best. So, what is the future of Battlebit? It should hopefully have the same trajectory that Insurgency Sandstorm still has, with a small community playing it for years to come. Some great things that could happen for this game's future would be to allow mod support and add official modding tools for the game. This is a creative way to get around the lack of manpower, as now modders can create new maps, new game modes, and sometimes entire games based off of your assets and engine. PC gaming has a fantastic history of successful mods becoming their own standalone games, such as Dota 2, DayZ, and PUBG. And it would breathe so much new life into the game without any additional dev effort, once the modding tools have been created. As Battlebit is so well optimized and runs on almost anything, it would be a fantastic option for modders to create new game modes with. I hope this video was useful. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sure there's points I've missed, as I'm only one person, and these are my thoughts on the lack of content and future direction for the game. Here's some highlights of me playing an off-angle lurk in Rush, and of course, some nice C4 multi-killing. Thanks for watching.